Okay, let's dive right into this. Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are dedicating our entire focus to an absolute legend of the streets, the Vespa GTS family. We're going to break down exactly how this incredible machine evolved from a stylish commuter into a high-performance, tech-loaded urban powerhouse. And crucially, we'll talk about how to keep it running flawlessly year after year.
Here is our roadmap for today. First, the evolution of the GTS. Second, high-performance engines. Third, tech, trims, and styling. Fourth, the riding experience. And finally, maintenance and storage.
All right, Part 1, Evolution of the GTS.
The story of the modern large-frame Vespa, often affectionately called the Vespone, is really all about adapting to much tougher modern traffic and emission standards, but doing it without ever losing its soul. And this brilliantly illustrates just how aggressive that timeline has been. Back in 2003, the GT200 hit the scene as their very first liquid-cooled four-stroke. Just 2 years later, the GTS 250 brought fuel injection into the mix. By 2008, the GTS 300 Super bumped that displacement up to 278 cc. Fast forward a bit to 2019, and Piaggio unleashes the HPE, the high-performance engine, cranking out 23.8 horsepower. And looking just over the horizon to 2025, the GTS 310 drops a brand new 310cc engine pushing 25 horsepower. That's literally the most powerful single cylinder in Vespa's entire history.
But here's the thing. While those engines just kept getting bigger and more advanced, the foundation stayed exactly the same. Unlike pretty much every other scooter out there that's just wrapped in plastic, the GTS holds on to its iconic, 100% recyclable steel body. This isn't just for classic looks either. That steel chassis guarantees unrivaled structural strength, much better safety, and this dynamic handling feel that you simply cannot replicate with cheap plastic panels bolted to a tubular frame.
Moving on to Section 2, High-Performance Engines.
Now, a heavy-duty steel frame definitely requires some serious propulsion. Now, what's really interesting about this is the massive leap Vespa made when they transitioned to the HPE block in 2019. We are looking at a very solid 12% increase in horsepower, plus a massive 18% bump in torque compared to the older 278cc engine. But here's the absolute kicker for owners. Piaggio actually doubled the service intervals. They went from 5,000 kilometers all the way to 10,000 kilometers. And thanks to a high-pressure multi-jet injector and some optimized thermodynamics, fuel efficiency actually got better too, hitting 31.2 kilometers per liter. So you're getting more power, way less maintenance, and better mileage. It's a total win-win.
However, in the real world, every engineering marvel comes with a trade-off, right? It really depends on how you ride. The pros are obvious the second you twist that throttle. You get this very noticeable torque right off the line, making those red light getaways incredibly crisp, all fired up by a much quieter direct mount brushless starter. But what about the cons? Well, if you're a highway rider trying to push the absolute top speed, the HPE engine has an earlier and pretty pronounced rev limiter that kicks in right around 74 miles per hour. It's a machine fully optimized for dominating the urban sprint, definitely not for prolonged cross-country highway touring.
Okay, Section 3, Tech, Trims, and Styling.
So, you've got that incredible power under the hood, but how do you want your GTS to actually look? There are 4 distinct trims here, all sharing that exact same steel chassis, but catering to totally different personalities. First, the base GTS is your classic, elegant option, packed with gorgeous traditional chrome details. Then you've got the GTS Super, which leans into a sportier vibe with graphite rims and glossy pastel colors. If you want something even bolder, the GTS Super Sport introduces carbon look steering covers, matte finishes, and really aggressive neon orange accents. And finally, sitting right at the absolute top of the line is the GTS Super Tech, which completely swaps out the traditional analog dials for a vibrant 4.3-inch full-color TFT display highlighted by striking neon green details.
But hey, do not let that retro aesthetic fool you for a second. Across the entire board, modern tech is deeply integrated. Standard features now include ASR, which is electronic traction control to stop your rear wheel from spinning out on wet pavement, along with ABS for the dual disc brakes. You also get a super slick keyless ignition system, plus the Vespa RIA connectivity system that lets you link your smartphone directly via Bluetooth so you can manage calls, your music, and trip data right there from your handlebars. It's awesome.
Section 4, the riding experience. All right, so you've picked your trim, your smart helmet is connected. What does it actually feel like when the rubber meets the road? I absolutely love this quote from a Bennett's review because it perfectly captures the sheer joy of riding a GTS. They said, "You can flick the GTS 300 between Fiat Panda wing mirrors with absolute nonchalance. If you're going to buy a scooter with your heart, it really has to be Vespa." You see, it's not just about getting from point A to B. It's about doing it with this effortless, almost arrogant grace through heavy city traffic.
And you know the real secret to that crazy agility? It all comes down to one specific number, 155. The Vespa GTS weighs in at a highly manageable 155 kilograms. When you combine that minimal weight with its compact 12-inch wheels and a beautifully updated front suspension system, the steering feels almost weightless at low urban speeds. It just dives into corners and slices through gridlock with a responsiveness that larger, heavier motorcycles literally cannot match.
And finally, Section 5, Maintenance and Storage.
If you want to keep that ride feeling totally flawless year after year, let's put on our trusted mechanic hats for a minute. If you live in a colder climate where you actually need to put your GTS away for the winter, your prep work is everything. Notice this key advice. Please do not wait for a calendar day to service your scooter. Before putting it into winter hibernation, make sure your engine oil and brake fluids are fresh. Old fluids naturally accumulate moisture, and over a long, freezing winter, that moisture will literally attack and corrode internal metal parts, especially inside your delicate braking system. Always put it to bed with perfectly clean fluids.
Let's move to these steps and see how this builds the absolute perfect winterization routine for a modern fuel-injected GTS. Step 1. Fill the gas tank completely up to the top. This stops condensation from forming inside the tank walls. Step 2. Add about 2 ounces of a high-quality fuel stabilizer into that full tank, and then actually run the scooter for a few minutes so the treated fuel circulates through the whole system. Now, unlike vintage carbureted Vespas where you'd have to pinch lines and drain fuel bowls, your modern GTS is fully fuel-injected and pressurized. The stabilizer is literally all you need. The fuel pump takes care of the rest when you start it back up in the spring. Step 3. Hook up an automatic battery tender so your battery doesn't drain to absolute zero in the cold. And Step 4. Lock your steering for security and throw a good cover over it.
Now, you might be asking, why bother with a cover if it's sitting inside a garage? Well, garages are basically high-traffic hazard zones. Boxes tip over, people brush past carrying tools. A dedicated cover prevents those completely heartbreaking winter scratches. Also, definitely make sure your tires are properly inflated before it sits, or better yet, get the wheels off the ground if you can. The manual specifically warns that riding on tires that have lost pressure and developed flat spots over the winter can cause highly dangerous steering vibrations when you finally hit the road again.
So you've put in the work. The fluids are totally fresh, the battery is primed, and that gorgeous steel body is pristine. When spring finally breaks and you pull that cover off, there's really only one question left. Where will your Vespa GTS take you next? With that flawless blend of vintage soul and high-performance engineering literally waiting at the twist of your wrist, the entire city is yours to explore. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and ride safe out there.